Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dawn of War Sunrise Parabellum Tournament. Today we've got some group stage games for the Unification side of things against Mad and Clown Magic. Playing for Mad, we've got number 65-67 as the Imperial Fists, and over on the other side of the map, playing as the Thousand Suns, we've got Keku fighting for Clown Magic. And I've got to say, boys and girls, you must really appreciate the wonderful aesthetics that have been added by the wonderful Jagus art here with all the banners and stuff. I mean, look at that. Mad's certainly my favourite one, just because look how angry that cockerel looks. It's even like the banners on the... Oh, let me get him in there. Oh, look at that. Amazing stuff. We'll have a look at the Clown Magic as well. But have you got your banner up? Look at that. Bright pink Alma Slaneshi. A happy face and a sad face. But they're going to go all the way about it. So yeah, so this is not a best of three. What's going to happen is that there's going to be all three games being played. And all the points won in this. So every team will win 1 point per win. They'll go towards their overall score. And whichever team wins the most, in the grand scheme of things, after playing off all the teams, get to the final. Now, I'm quite interested to see how Mad's gonna, well, how number 65-67 will play this, as if you remember from a while back from the Laughing Max Invitational Tournament, Number basically won every single game, hands down. So he's going to be quite a tough customer to go for. This is see some Foul Wizards they were earlier on having a sniff around there, but a heavy bolter turret will send them away, not wanting to stay for too long. Now, I wonder, what are you opening with? You are going to go for... That's interesting, a Demon Gate with some Screamers of Zinch. Now, the Imperial Fists are well known for their ability to defend, and going for an early aggression build against them, I'm not entirely sure how that's going to build up for them. I mean, yeah, okay, fair enough, the Siege Generator is quite vulnerable in the sense that there's only one green money generator inside the base for the Siege Marines. I mean, it's got 2,000 health, and what is that compared to... Actually, no, it's alright. It's not bad. But it's going to be quite a difficult sell, I do have to say. We've got Vin Diesel coming out with his wonderful... Is the symbol on the back of your cape? No, it's not, sadly, but... Look at him. He's a beautiful man. The beautiful colour scheme of red, white, and blue. Yeah, it looks... See, that symbol looks even better on the banner. Tasty, tasty stuff. So you're going to come out, capturing the bits and bobs, usual gubbins. Got a Sorcerer Lord coming out. And you have researched your Demon Summoning. So he's going to go for his Summoning Spellbook, which will certainly add to the early aggression, able to just throw down a lesser spawn of Zinch. I mean, and that's a free unit as well, so if that gets shot down or lost earlier on, it doesn't really matter. Going to see another heavy bottle turret being popped down here. Sorcerer Lord bringing down a lesser Zinch spawn. Turret being cancelled as the Screamers chase this dude around. Although, has he got Commander Armor? Come on, let me have a look at you. Let me click on you. Ah, come on, hold still. Yes, you do have Commander Armor, so you I mean, it won't survive for very long against the Zinch Screamers, but he's not the easiest builder unit to hunt down. Listening Post over going to be taking on a second squad of Screamers coming out. This has been very interesting. Are you going to build up any... You're going to go for some regular old Space Marines. And the Screamers, so with their morale, the way that they work is obviously if they lose their morale, they lose the ability to regen their health, and they gradually lose health over time, so quite a dangerous thing, considering that once the army is up, they're able to get some flamers. But then again, in saying that, they've got this ridge that they can play with, so when they're fighting people down here, they can jump over, and then when they come back over, they can jump back down here, so... Yeah, definitely quite a lethal unit, all things considered. But now double Space Marines out. And they're making short work of these Screamers, although a big Sorcerer's Bolt coming down here, but these guys are on auto-reinforce, especially with all the heavy cover that these Siege Marines can give these lads around them. Yeah, this is actually quite a solid force going on here, I have to say. Sorcerer Lord going to retreat, taking a little bit of damage as he walks away. Foul Wizards not going to be in support. Yeah, this is... Dude, what are you going for next, Mr. Clown Magic Man? You're going to go for more Screamers. Limit of 3. Do these guys have the tankiness and DPS to be able to take out all these Space Marines? Especially when there's a Siege Captain in there as well. I'm going to go for an upgrade on this Silver Spire. Not quite finished yet. Space Marines might be able to get it down at least a good chunk before it finishes. Sorcerer Lord coming around on the side, I imagine his lesser spawner Zinch takes a good long while to cool down. We're going to go for that flanking maneuver, going to jump straight over, get a nice surround on the Space Marines. Sorcerer now coming in from the backside as well. Gone for that tier 2, have the Thousand Suns. Morale has been broken on all these lads, which do make the Space Marines a little bit slower, but it does increase their overall damage. Makes them quite stubborn. So breaking the morale is not exactly the best situation, but they're going to keep on hot on their trail. Going to see a improved demon summoning spell research in there. And once they are out of the base, the Thousand Suns feel a little bit safer now. Oh well, fair enough. Okay then, so the Screamers can defend. Nice one. Current economy at the moment is 86 and 24 compared to 121 and 20. So blue money certainly in the advantage of the Imperial Fists. Now I've gone all the way back home, invested quite a lot in their tier 1. I'm going to go into their tier 2 now, a little bit behind the Thousand Suns. Thousand Suns, what are you spending your stuff on? Going to go for some Sorceress Wards. As the Screamers are now looking to go for these lonely Siege Marines. Now here's the question, do you keep these guys over near the base for defensive reasons, or do you try and distract the Imperial Fist by going for their base? They sent one squad in. In fact, 2 squads there, we got maybe a little bit coordination needed there, but they've gone in, broken them around more or less instantly. Sorcerer Lord adding his squiggly bits to the damage. And the Screamers over here fall back just to regain their numbers. These guys over here are going to continue forward. Now that the Space Marines were separated a little bit, may as well bring them back to go for this lone Siege Marine squad, but not quite getting any models there. So just picking apart, not going in for full-blown engagements, just going in, seeing what they can maneuver and manage before falling back. No overcommitment here. Got a squad of Chosen. Quite lethal lads. Hard to kill, really. Although, unlike their Rubric Marine counterparts, they do suffer from having morale. So you can't just stand them there in the middle of a battlefield and hope that they'll stay there forever. But like I say, actually killing these dudes is quite the challenge. I'm going to saunter over here while the Screamers move over. Losing a couple of models there by the looks of things. Or was that just the flashy things whenever they start moving around? Chosen are going to move in, but unsupported at the moment. Need those Screamers to get back in. There we go. But quite a long jumping range. Managing to capture these Space Marines in transit. But then the Razorback Mark 1, probably the most strongest of the Razorback variants. Plasma guns, las cannon. Certainly not something that the Screamers of Zinch will want to see too many of. Going to go for another Razorback Mark 1, but we'll need that pop cap being increased. Do we have any anti-vehicle stuff going on? We do have some vehicle cap... Let me say that again. Some vehicle cap increases and a Hellblade on the way. And will a Hellblade be able to take on a Razorback Mark 1? We'll have to wait and see. Chosen getting a bit of a flanking maneuver on that Razorback. Screamers over here getting some punching shots into these Siege Marines, but we'll have to jump over here just to at least tie up these Space Marines. Gonna see a spawn of Zinch being spawned in. Wonderful pink Hell Talon. Hell Talon? Is that what you're called? Hellblade. Same difference. A lovely blue Zinch spawn. Dummy thick thighs as well, if you can believe that. Elge Bolt going around, but these Screamers are falling thick and fast. Razorbacks really showing them the business. Sorcerer Lord over here, very low on health. Morale has been broken. One Siege Marine just been punted right across the battlefield. And the Hellblade managing to get a good amount of damage against the Razorback. Second Hellblade in the mix as well. But no, not enough to really break the Imperial Fist line here. But they've done it. They've at least done something, but now they've left themselves a little bit open. What are you going to go for now? Are you going to get some more baddies? Going to go for some more Chosen? You did lose those in that engagement there. And the Imperial Fist, with their Devastators, going to go for some heavy bolters. Going to look for some Sergeants to be added to their ranks as well. Relic, Silver Spire, desperate in its defense. These Helltons, I don't think, do all that much damage against infantry and heavy infantry. So we'll need to wait for those Chosen to come online before they're able to even attempt to push these guys back. But one squad of Chosen does not a solid defense make. Siege Marines over here doing some capping. And yeah, the Imperial Fists have got this really cool ability where they're able to swap out all the weapons briefly for having every single one of these lads having missile launchers. So there we go. Keku throws out the GG, and Number claims the first win of these Sunrise Parabellum group stage games. But yeah, like I said, I think the Screamers, interesting idea considering that the Imperial Fist can hold onto the line quite well. But I'm actually surprised at how well they did. Has to be said, I'm caught off guard there. So okay, I will see you in the next game. Alright boys and girls, Game 2, Electric Boogaloo. Keku, being the loser of the previous match, was able to choose this map, which is Tainted Pear. Or should I say Tainted Pear? I don't even know her. Haha. Another little bit of a joke for you. Sorry about that. So yeah, not only was he able to choose the map, but also Mad Number has had to choose his race first. So it does allow Keku to choose a counter pick. So that's interesting. So when you lose, you do get a little bit of a home field advantage, which is quite exciting. Here's some engineers, quite cheekily moving across this negative cover. Potential for some bunker harassment. Not really going to give the Emperor's Children any time to build up their own forces. We'll see what has come out of you. Some Noise Marines, I imagine, as well. There we go, Celestial Lord jumping in. Some Jaegers moving forward, and Jaegers versus Pleasure Cultists. Jaegers certainly will be winning this engagement. Not the tankiest of ladies. There's some Pleasure Slaves coming in. Can you attack? No, you can't attack. They're just going to stand there, rubbing their grubby hands together. Oh, they're popping down some mines, fair enough. Those mines, my goodness. My gracious. That is actually going to stop the bunker from being finished, by the looks of things. Potentially maybe giving these Noise Marines just enough oh no, never mind. There's good effort there. The damn fine effort. Noise Marines going to move forward, and now with the engineers jumping inside the bunker. This is a very aggressive bunker, so this entire front area of the Emperor's Children there's nowhere for them to go. So his Chaz is just going to go in and start punching the bunker right in the chops. That's what we like to see. Celestial Lord coming out, seeing if he can shoot these guys as he charges in. Over on the east side, the Pleasure Cult is just capturing everything else. And there's a lot of material that the Death Corps have brought forward, committing a lot of things, so they're not capping things nearly as quickly as the Emperor's Children, so they definitely need this aggression to kind of pay off. Especially with that bunker going down. How much is a bunker? How much do they cost? Can I find out? I don't know, but I can't imagine that their resources just want to throw away. Activate the combat drugs so they won't fall down. One squad of Jaegers fading off into the distance. Another squad going to go down. This is actually quite a lot of losses for Mad at the moment. Sorry, not Mad, your name is Number. I always read this one first. Yeah, there's a lot of negative cover, and if you can stand on the positive, or at least this kind of heavy cover, that will certainly aid you in your firefights. Pleasure Cult is continuing to move around. Now going to turn their attention to this relic on this side. Engineer's going to jump inside that observation post, but it won't survive for very long as the Noise Marines move over into close combat. And yeah, so I see it a lot in Emperor's Children games with the Noise Marines moving into close combat. I do believe it's just the faster attack animation. I think that's what the thinking behind it is. Got another observation post going on over here. Jaeger's standing in the middle little island here. And the French cockerel being brought down. Sadly, I've had to turn down the graphics because obviously the Emperor's Children being in the game, they just hog the blooming ram, don't they? Which makes sense. I mean, they're excessive in-game, they're excessive in-CURD. Now going to start capturing all their strategic points. 44 and 4 compared to 56 and 10, so that being said, yeah, the Deathcore Krieg do have the economic advantage. Another bunker over here. And the Emperor's Children, completely forgot what they were called then. Yeah, they're going to move in and just take it on down. Look how quickly they're able to go for it. You'd imagine that they wouldn't be all that good at taking down buildings, but again, I suppose the Emperor's Children are basically good against everything. Engineer's going to go down. Morale being broken for these Jaegers. Once the morale is broken, they've got to charge or assault whatever is within their grasp. Cannot retreat from combat. There we go, look at that. They're not going to bend, not going to break. They will die where they stand. Another squad of Noise Marines coming out. And another bunker. I'm thinking that after you've seen one bunker or two bunkers being taken down with relative ease, maybe the idea is to go for something separate other than bunkers. Any crazy tech going up at the moment? Not quite. No one's quite got the money for it. Yeah, now with double Noise Marines, these bunkers are going to go down double quick. And the engineers kept within inside, like the toy in a Kinder Egg, ready to be played with by the Dark Prince at his dark leisure. Jaeger's manoeuvring around, not sure exactly what they're going to achieve here. If you remember from the tournament a while ago, it was not Mad, it was Number who dominated quite a lot of the games with the Emperor's Children, so you should in theory know a lot of what they're on about. Gonna go for that tier 2 now. As the Slaneshi Lord wriggles his way over. Observation post being upgraded and a bunker. That might be a little bit too much firepower for them to deal with. So they're gonna hold back for now. Just relax. Third squad of Noise Marines. Alrighty, Roo. No tier 2 for them. What kind of economy are you on at the moment? Not an amazing amount of economy. I've got one warp turbine somewhere. Where is your warp turbine?
How exciting.
Ha! Why have you got green money coming in, Mr. Slaneshi player? Unless, of course, they get a little bit from the HQ, but I don't think that's how it works. Should really know how these factions work by now, Mr. Landshark. And maybe I will one day. Yeah, bunker being surrounded. Enemies are at the gates, enemies are at the doors. Stricken down. And the engineers, like those who came before them, no longer alive. Observation post soon to follow. And I must say, the Deathcore Krieg are not looking too fresh and fancy at the moment. Looking like that they might potentially be going down. What have they got coming out at the moment? They've got more bunkers. Just more bunkers. Why not? Obviously been rattled by the first engagement. Maybe build bunkers inside the bunkers. Get it double layered. Field barracks attempted to get some heavy weapons platoons out. Well, I mean, the heavy weapons platoons will be amazing if there's enough distance between these guys, and if these guys don't decide to engage them in melee combat. And whether they can actually physically get out of the field barracks before it's even destroyed. Got an engineer out over here, but no heavy weapons team, sadly. Are you building up any other buildings elsewhere? You are going to go for field barracks down here. So potential. Where are you going, Noise Marines? Are you not just going to destroy the things in the base? This little field generator here? Oh, there we go, leaving one squad behind. Saw where those engineers were going. And decided to fall in hot pursuit. Attempted to build another heavy weapons platoon. Whether they can achieve this or not, yet to be seen.
Oh, look, Christine. They fight back. How adorable.
Gonna go straight for the observation post. Dear oh dear, that lad. Stricken down by last fire. We're building up anything else. Building up another field barracks over. Ah, I see. Okay, alright. Just in case that one falls. Field generator has fallen. Listing post down 2. See what I mean? Like the heavy weapons team, amazing choice if there were distance between you, but you're going to have to huddle away, and by the time they get any distance, they're brown bread. That's very unfortunate. You don't want your heavy weapon to fall on top of you upon death. Adds insult to injury. Going to see a Vox Center. Another bunker. As the Noise Marines down here continue their assault. And now he's gone for tier 2. Okay. Gonna go for some warp battalions. Yeah, this is certainly not going to end well for the Death Corps Krieg. He's just gonna have to, I don't know, what's the plan? Maybe to put these heavy weapons platoons inside the bunkers? Does that even function? Is that how it works? I'm sure we'll find out soon. Field generator being popped down here. There he goes, running off as quickly as he can. Oh, never mind, he's just going to stand there for a bit. Listed post goes down. Combat stimulants being summoned through the nose into the brain. The warp battalions come down to slice and dice with their metallic fingers. Heavy weapons platoon looking for some, what are you? You are an autocannon. Autocannon is the way forward. Autocannon fire, autocannon replace. If you get that reference, you're certainly a little bit too old. And also watch too many adverts on British daytime TV. But yeah, actually, they've managed to push them back. Well, hell's bells and 1,000 smells. That's a turn up for the Bucks right there. More bunkers. Yep, that's it. Go for more. Get some more heavy weapons platoons while you're at it. Vox Center having a look at things. Noise Marines down here being forgotten about. And once those heavy weapons platoons start firing, Noise Marines aren't going to be standing for much longer. Just need to get into position. There we go. Fire away, boys. Fire away. What is it, like, able to kill one model in, like, what was that, like, less than 2 seconds? So you don't need that long in firing time, but the warp battalions, I mean, they can just teleport in, can't they? So there is a slim and grim hope for the Death Corps Krieg. So long as they're able to protect these special boys right here. Gonna rebuild all their lost and fallen strategic points. More engineers on the way out. The second heavy weapons platoon also going to go for those auto cannons. Warp battalion's leading the charge. Observation post, no, has not been upgraded. We do have a assault rhino down here as well. Warp battalions are going to jump in, start attacking these guys in close combat. Will jump inside the field barracks. And one initial issue that the auto cannons are going to have as well is that with the drugs that the warp battalions take, they become temporarily unkillable for what is like 10 seconds or something. So you can't really burst them down even if you wanted to. Bunkers are also going to be shown the back door. Engineers ripped apart once again. Never seen so many dead engineers in one game. There we go. Field generator once again stricken down. An assembly plant on the way. Which, I mean, these Noise Marines, they've also got like a light anti-armor capability as well, as they can temporarily switch their guns into anti-vehicle should they choose. Autocannons holding up as best they can, but these warp talons killing and murdering every one of them. And number 6568 says GG. Well, that is quite a turn up for the Bucks, boys and girls. I do have to say that it was quite an interesting build, and it seemed like it was kind of fixing up for him towards the end there, but no, those warp talons able to really turn the tide there. Okie dokie, then let's move on to game number 3. Alright then, so game 3 with both teams on 1 point each, so quite exciting. This will be the tiebreaker, I suppose. We've gone for, or, well, Number has gone for the Harlequins, and he's chosen, oh, hold on, wait for the poetry to stop.
The war is won. No more time for wraiths going to be spun. They enjoy the fight, kill till it's done. From the brink to fight they come. Thus ends the prophecy.
Thank you so much, Yvrain. We do really appreciate that. But yeah, so Number has gone for the Harlequins after seeing Keku go for the Yanari. And he's also selected Meeting of Minds, which is quite a decent map. Ooh, I do have to say, these Chrome Sword locations. I mean, what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the fifth one? Where is the fifth one? Where are you? Can I see it on the minimap? I don't think it's present at the moment. Oh, there you are. Right, so able to capture all these Chrome Sword points and then potentially maybe go for that fifth one. Probably won't see it there, but you never know. The last time we saw the Yanari on this game, I did mention that there was like, oh, there's a Chrome Sword location in the base of the enemy. They probably won't get it, and then, what do you know, in that one particular game, the enemy decided to move their entire fighting force. It's got a jetbike coming out from Number. So early aggression is the plan for today. Go and see a Dark Eldar warrior squad in their beautiful pink and green regalia. Funny how Clown Magic is going up against the Harlequins. You'd expect it to be the other way around, but there you go. That double jetbike, sir, certainly committing to this. Dark Eldar warriors probably thinking, hey, we've seen this before, but it's meant to be the other side. Where are you going, jetbike? You're just giving these guys little kisses, little sweet love taps. Little Eskimo nose rubs. Are you just constantly pumping these guys out? Yeah, I mean, 60 blue and 20 green with one infantry cap. In fact, is it infantry? Oh, no, it's vehicle. Well, like I said, we are not staying on the Harlequin UI because I like to not see that many colours. Thank you very much. Though these guys don't really stand up all that well against these guys when they get their shredder rifles out, so maybe not the choice to go for there. Oh dear, that's certainly a bad pick into them. Gonna go for some more warrior squads. Also got that soul armory on the go. Everyone just capturing their bits and bobs as the jet bikes try and see what they can go for. Storm Guardians over here probably won't do all that much against the jet bikes. That's probably their ideal target to hunt down. Maybe also want to get these guys to focus on the builders as well. Got some mimes maneuvering around, silent as you like. And the listening outpost over here might potentially be... Oh no, the jetbike's not going to go for it. No, they're going to focus on these Bone Singers. But the warriors moving around nimbly. And already with just a brief amount of fire, already taken down nearly 2 jetbikes there. Yeah, who knew that the Dark Eldar was a choice to make in this matchup? I'm going to try and see if they can go around this side, but the Dark Eldar are quite nimble. Storm Guardian's going to be trying to cap that strategic point. The jetbikes move around looking for an in. Sadly, we'll need these mimes to come forward and see if they can cause some close combat issues for these warriors so the jetbikes can do what they do best. Oh, just flying around in. It's making me think of that. Oh, what's that film with the jet pods and the lightsabers? Star Wars, that's what it's called. You know that in episode 1? Jar Jar Binks when they're flying around in that race? I remember that. Don't remember the name of it. The Phantom Menace, that's the one. Look at that. Top tier film knowledge. Boys, girls, you won't get it on any other Dawn of War channel. You heard it here first. Yeah, these jet bikes, they've been a poor investment. Not going to garner much from this. We'll need to transition to something else. No, he's going to stick with the jet bikes. A stubborn man is Mr. Number in these game series. He's thinking, well, if these numbers of jet bikes won't kill all the Dark Eldar, then maybe more jet bikes will. Nothing crazy coming from the infantry portal. 86 and 10 compared to 98 and 24. So the economy certainly in the favour of the Harlequins. And to be fair, these jet bikes don't cost all that much money anyway, so even if you do lose a couple, it's not the end of the world. And I imagine that they get some sick upgrades as well. Look at him, just jumping in before dying instantly. He's a brave man, got to admit. But triple Dark Eldar warriors. But the Storm Guardians over here being peppered by a coalition of colours from these jet bikes. Now we're going to engage in close combat, and very quickly are they able to cut down this listening burst. Or listening outburst, as they call it. Just to confuse me. Dark Elder, not swift and nimble as the jet bikes. Do quite like how they've got their little happy clown faces when they're in the heavy cover. Will take down that listening burst, but losing one of their number. And just a swift nimbleness. Have they got a movement speed upgrade? Is that what's gone down here? Not entirely sure, but they seem a lot faster now. A lot of jet bikes being lost there, but more to replace them. There we go. Dark Warriors now thinking to return the favour, moving into the Harlequin's base, seeing this lonely warp flux pylon. Good lord, that's insane! Well, how are you? Oh, you're good against vehicles, but like, Tier 1 was that? You go for the Uned Awakens. I wasn't even aware that the Dark Eldar Warriors had such weaponry about them. But jet bikes will go and try and do the same, but they're not nearly as efficient as these boys. Just knocking down warp flux generators all day long. No drama whatsoever. I'm going to see some more jet bikes coming out, but one lonely jet bike is not going to do anything, not a nada, against these warriors. They're going to just walk into the base. And, oh, they've gone for another troop portal to get more jet bikes. They've got quite the fleet going on. Whether they'll be able to come in and stop all these Dark Eldar has to be seen. Unless they're planning to do some sort of base trade. Which, in all honesty, are they going to be able to get that base trade down? Here they come. Ready to just jump straight on top of these warriors. Now this is a good number. They might actually be able to do it if they are able to focus down one squad at a time. I've gone for the one on the outskirts. Killing one model. But the moment that these guys turn around... Yeah, not even a close engagement, that. And now they've also got some mimes over here. But these are Keku's mimes. So that's definitely not confusing. They're going to go for their fusion guns. They're also infiltrated. So jetbacks can do absolutely nothing against them. Going to go for that dance of the Flying Blade research, but no. Flying Blade units on the way. Oh, there we go, some Harlequins. Once that research goes ahead, they'll be amazing in close combat. Going to go for a second one from this troop portal as well. But apparently those Shredder guns are also amazing against infantry. So what a sad time for everyone. That's an impressive fleet of jet bikes there. Dark Eldar Warriors not looking like they're going to last for much longer now. They've got their maximum use out. So they've done a heck of an amount of economic damage. I mean, what is it? 74 and 24 compared to 80 and 30. So actually, not that much. Or at least that the damage sustained has been ignored basically by Keku not really building up or upgrading his listening posts. So all the jet bikes can now come back over, do a bit of counterplay. The Revenge of the Jet Bikes. There we go, that's another Star Wars film. Yeah, this is suddenly all turned around quite quickly. What are these guys going to go for instead? Going to go for a Craftworld add-on. What are you going to get from there? You are in Tier 2 at the moment, so you are going to go for... Oh, Swooping Hawks, okay. Very fragile, though. Got to be careful with those guys. Especially when the Harlequins come and knock in. And as they are... But no infiltration detection, so they can't really take out these mimes. Mimes now massed in number. Quite difficult to take care of. Swooping Hawks swooping in. Good against, from what I understand, basically everything if you ignore the infantry card. Very mobile, but extremely, extremely fragile. Your micro's got to be absolutely on point with these guys if you wish to make use of them. Mimes chasing around these jet bikes. And are you going to go for more? Or was that it? Have you learned the errors of your ways? Yeah, he's gone for all the jetbikes he could possibly need. Going to fly straight in. And open fire straight on top of these swooping hawks. But on the flank, we've got all these mimes taking out a couple of these jetbikes. Another squad of swooping hawks. Their ability to jump over this mountain as they come. Destroying, oh my goodness, it's like Rorke's Drift. Firing until they see the whites in their eyes, or whatever that quote is. And while the swimming hawks are killing those guys, the jetbikes are being killed by the mimes. And all the jetbikes go down in quick succession. Now a strong fighting force going to be moving straight over to Numbers base. Has got one lonely jetbike left. Has not quite yet recaptured and rebuilt all that is lost on this side, neither. Go and see if another squad of Harlequins can aid him in these dark times. The chances are slim. Warp Flux Pylon goes down, and Mad Number 65-67 throws out that final GG. And what can I say, boys and girls? Sacre bleu. That is a turn up for the books. I did not expect Clown Magic. With in all fairness, like, anyway, all the players in both teams are all phenomenal, but you know, Mad certainly had the stronger lineup from what I saw in the rosters. But no, they've only got 1 point in this tournament so far compared to the 2 of Clown Magic. That's very exciting. So what I'll be doing is that this coming Friday, I will be uploading the Soulstorm games from these two teams when they played against each other. So be excited for that. Get hyped for all that jazz. And yeah, thank you for coming. It's been a pleasure as always, Never Chore. I will see you in a bit. Peace.